Where's Jacoby? That one's on. I think this thing has an on button, don't it?
Yeah.
I do not see one button that says on off.
Oh,
There's a lot
it
of
is on because this microphone's on.
Test.
It's just that microphone.
Test. Test 1, 2. Welcome everybody. We'll be getting ready to start in 15 minutes. 15 minutes we'll be getting ready to start.
Hello. I'm not working.
Okay.
Let me get Jacob.
Yeah. I think he should be right here. I'll grab him.
I looked up there and saw him a minute ago. I'll tell you how you get in. This is how you get in.
He's getting kids ready.
Jake McKinney, will you come to the announcers booth, please? Jake McKinney.
Say how you doing, buddy?
He might deck you.
Hello.
Unless it's batteries.
No, it's on. It's going on.
Oh, if we just can't hear it. I think is this speaker working? While ago, I felt like something changed. Earlier, I felt like a speaker went out or something changed. There he is.
No, it's coming on. How about that?
Thank you, Jake. You're my hero. Wait, where are you going? No, come on. Just hang out here.
Deal with the judges, about the judges missing. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Calling you.
10 minutes we'll be getting started. We'll be starting with the Class 1 light Duroc, followed by Class 2 medium Durocs, Class 2, Class 1 Light Durox, Aubrey Salgado, Kaylee Campos, Ira Martinez, Felix Baca. You need to be headed this way, headed to the back gate. Just to remind everybody, we are on Facebook Live on the Reeves County Civic Center's Facebook page. Anybody that may not be here, you can let them know that. They can watch your kiddos showing their hogs today.
Nope. Iram. Huh? Iram. Iram? Iram. Huh.
That is correct.
Mom's that one.
Did you see that you're running Roman this year? Did you practice Romans last year?
Roman?
Yeah.
Roman who?
Look, you'll know.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Tudor Bayates. Tudor Bayates. Tudor Bayates. Tudor Bayates.
I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to say it right. I think you're close. I do think you're close.
That's pretty close, gotta be.
Okay, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Light Durox, you need to be at the back gate. Light Durox, you need to be at the back gate. Aubrey Salgado, Haley Campos, Vito Martinez, and Felix Baca. Class 2, you start headed that way. Medium Durocs, Haley Campos, Diana Silva, Paul Ward, Bryson Muniz, Nicholas Munoz.
There was a couple, I mean, if he pins them, I'm gonna need a couple boys to help pin.
I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think Pace is
Okay,
supposed to
yeah, that,
be- He what? Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, Aaron's here too. Aaron at the intro.
okay. Hey, Cody's We're gonna have to tell him next year to put his Facebook somewhere else. You're gonna have it. Okay, yeah. That's what it meant. Yeah.
I tried to get him to put it up.
Kind of like last year when
Because he
like
needed
if he
power
pins
for it to be plugged
something
in.
will
In case
need
it
to
wouldn't
help
die.
pin them or
But I
I got the screws there. Kind of, so what we did that. Same thing. I'm good. How are you?
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Here you go. I got some good books last
Yeah, I
night.
saw
so there's
that.
one.
That she said that was a
Said
good one.
she-
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Okay, I want to know what's going on here. I got this, and I got this. Was this while there's nobody coming to take pictures or what?
We'd like to welcome our judge, Jacob Lane.
That's not a mechanic.
He's an ag teacher in Perrin, Texas, about 40 miles west of Fort Worth. He supervised all species of livestock with students making the sale at the majors in all species last year. Mr. Lane judges livestock in college and was named, Mr. Lane judged livestock in college and was named All-American for his accomplishments. He also served as an assistant livestock judging coach at Tarleton. Recently, his wool judging team was crowned national champions. He has judged numerous shows across the state as well as Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Mississippi. Jacob's chapter has been named Outstanding FFA Chapter at the Texas Elite Showcase 3 times. He raises show pigs with his wife and kids in Jacksonboro and grew up on a family farm in Miles and has been involved in agriculture all his life. Once again, we'd like to welcome our judge, Jacob Lane.
Yes. Okay, gotta hurry. So who? Okay. And but it's from the crate union? The teacher's crate union? Oh, WCC. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
All right, Class 1 coming in, Light Durocs, Class 1 coming in. Aubrey Salgado, Haley Campos, Ram Martinez, Felix Baca. Class 2, you should be headed to the back gate if you aren't already there. Haley Campos, Diana Silva, Paul Ward, Bryson Muniz, Nicholas Munoz.
Am I loud? Not too loud. It is what it is.
every like 20, 30 minutes.
Aaron, bring me that board. I got one more.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure to be back here, and as we work through the pig show, and more importantly, work with these kids. We come in this first class of Durocs, and definitely all different types and pieces to work with. For me, the one that's the most balanced, but still brings you a show bear look from this side, and then when you look at it in terms of muscle, freshness, and all the things we talk about. Young man here in the red shirt's got my class winner there. Usually, congratulations. I think when we look back after that, there's definitely some differences amongst them. The one that suits me the next best of being a tall-shouldered hog that's long and extended ahead of his blades. When you get up on top of him, he's got some squareness to his loin edge. Maybe not quite as stout in terms of his bone and his feature. He's definitely just a little bit more hollow than the one we lead off with, and I don't know where we're managing him down the road, but another one that's going to give us a neat look from the side and still some flexibility. Second place is going to go to this young man right here. I think it gets a little more challenging here to sort 3 and 4, and then the one that's going to sit third for me is one that's a moderate, deep-bodied, easy-feeding kind of bear that's still square and functional. I just need to see this guy get out and drive and go. And I'll tell you, for you pig guys that are pig exhibitors in the back, if you're spinning them out underneath my feet all day long, I'm going to get very frustrated, and you're not going to do very well. Simply put, I want to see them driving and going in a straight line. If you're making me dance around the barrel like a can chaser in a rodeo, you're not going to have a very fun time today. I'm giving you a heads up now. As we progress through there, this one needs to have more shape up high to be more competitive. He's a little plainer and nondescript over his loin edge. Need to see him get out and drive just a shot better. The one that rounds out the class here is square. He's bold-bladed, got a big shape. He's turned to his back. He comes at you wide in his chest. When I get off of the side of this one, he runs downhill. We need to strengthen him up on his front feet, lengthen and level him up in his tampon and spine there, and just give him more of a show hog look. He's stout and powerful. I see that. I'd like to see him drive just a notch more coordinated off his rear too. Really good class to start our pig show off. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
Class 1 lap Duroc. First place, Felix Baca, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Evan Martinez, Pecos FFA. Third place, Aubrey Salgado, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, Reeves, Kaylee Campos, Reeves County 4-H. Class 2, medium Durocs coming in. Class 2, Kaylee Campos, Zayana Silva, Paul Ward, Bryson Muniz, Nicholas Munoz. Class 3, you need to be headed to the back gate. Class 3, heavy Durocs, headed to the back gate. Calalea Granado, Abriana Harrison, Adeline Harrison, Cutter Folks, Isabella Pondo. You need to be headed to the back gate. As we get here in this next class of Durox, again, another one that's tall-shouldered, attractive off the side, really fresh in their skin and hair presentation, and then you get up and study the true fundamentals. This one's square behind its blades. She comes back with a really crisp turn to her loin edge, one that's still flexible out here, square off of both ends of her skeleton. Congratulations to this young man right here. For me, I think there's one that comes in second fairly easily in terms of just stoutness of feature, pride of part in the chest, stout hog that's just deep and sided, maybe a notch more full today. At the same time as we studied her compared to the one we start with, a little bit crespier right on the top of her pole, a little flatter on her front feet. More importantly for me, she's going to sit second because she's a little quicker in her maturity. I need to see this one just a notch bigger in her frame size. Young lady right here is going to be second. And then you can do some different things here in 3, 4, and 5. And the one I like best is mirrors her type and kind of a, that's a tall-shouldered hog that's flexible. For me, just a little softer on the front feet, a little steeper about her rump, not quite as square, the strip over her loin, but look to build to get to the end of the third hole. Young man here will be third. For me, then it goes into 4 and 5. One that's just another one that's tall-shouldered, square, and flexible, not quite as descriptive in terms of its loin edge. I didn't see this one just to be having quite the balance that some of the others did. Young lady will be fourth here, and then we're going to round out the class with the young man's hog, who's big-footed and stout boned. She's bold in her blade. She just needs to hinge better for me to work any higher in this class. A little more restricted in how she sets her rear two down. Really nice class, folks. One more time. Put your hands together for these kids.
In your Class 2 Medium Durox, first place, Bryson Reeves, Reeves County 4H. Second place, Haley Campos, Reeves County 4H. Third place, Nicholas Munoz, Balmorhea FFA. Fourth place, Diana Silva, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Paul Ward, Balmorhea FFA. Class 3, Heavy Durox, should be coming in Class 3. Catalina Granado, Aubriana Harrison, Adeline Harrison. Carter Folks, Isabella Pondo. Class 4, Heavy Durox, you should be headed to the back gate. Class 4, headed to the back gate. Carlos Gomez, Riley Folks, Julian Vasquez, Adriana Rubio, Tristan Folks, headed to the back gate.
Excuse me, I have a question. In class 15, can you wish this little boy a happy birthday?
Yep, class 15. Levi? Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
As we get into third class of Durox, there's one that surfaces quick, fast, and in a hurry for me. From the time they come up the alley, took 2 steps in, and it's game over. Young lady here in the blues got a from the side, got absolutely incredible in terms of skeletal build. He's bold there in the blade. She's got a deep center body, square, functional, fundamental hind leg. Very, very high quality show hog to start. It gets a little closer here for me at hogs 2 and 3. I opted to use the young lady here in the black sweater that says second. You want to tell me this one's taller shouldered, maybe a nickel, longer and more extended ahead of his blades than the hog I start with? I won't argue with you one bit. For me, he's a little flatter and drier there in the center of the body. Again, not sure if we're maintaining and managing this one. When he comes right at me, I'd like to pry him apart ever so slightly at his knee there and bust him open just a notch. But that's a tall shouldered show bearer. I think his better days are on Pete yet to come in that regard. He's wider in his pin set when you step in behind him, and he's truer tracking than the young man in the black shirt who's going to be third. Here's another one I love, just off the side and the silhouette that this guy gives you. Again, you gotta like the design and the balance that he gives you. He is a nickel deeper in his body. He is a little more full than the hog that's in second. He sits third for me today. When I step in behind him, he's a little tighter in his ham-loin junction. He wants to get just a bit narrow when you step right in behind him in terms of just genuine scalable width. I didn't see him being quite as comfortable out here of the top 3 the longer the drive went. Consequently, he's going to sit in third for me today. And then we go a little further down here. The young lady that's right here is going to sit fourth. Another one that's bold-bladed. He's got plenty of muscle and power. Wants to get a little cowhawk from behind. Wants to close up ever so slightly right as he comes at you there. Another one that's got plenty of power and muscle. Just needs to be a notch better and more coordinated. And then we round out the class with a deep-bodied, broody kind of hog here in this bear that's just easy feeding. I need to see more genuine shape and trim him up ever so slightly there in his cheek and gel. Another very good class, folks. Let's award these kids with a round of applause.
Class 3, Heavy Durocs, first place, Catalina Bernardo, Reeves County 4H. Second place, Adriana Harrison, Reeves County 4H. Third place, Cutter Folks, Reeves County 4H. Fourth place, Adeline Harrison, Reeves County 4H. Fifth place, this is Bella Pondo, Balmorhea FFA. Next in the ring, Heavy Durocs, Class 4. Carlos Gomez, Riley Folks, Julian Vasquez, Adriana Rubio, Tristan Folks.
we get these heavyweight Durocs. Again, a top pair, there's some discussion to be had amongst the pair. I've opted to use one I think's a little bit taller shouldered, longer, and more extended ahead of his blades. He's just as square and shapely. He's not quite as bold and have the outward turn to his rib. I think the longer the drive goes, the more comfortable he stays and he's used to his rear joints. 174 right here to my left is going to be our class winner. We're going to quickly follow her up with 358 right here in front of me. Here's one that's burly and he's stout. He's definitely got more turn to his cage. He's got more genuine width when you get on either end of his skeleton. For me, he's a little flatter about his front feet. The longer the drive goes, the more he wanted to get just a shot uncoordinated off of his rear too, and that's ultimately what sits him in second for me today. The young man over here on the far side is going to be third. This one's another one that comes at you like a Mack truck in terms of skeletal width and just being proud apart in his chest. He's bold-bladed, got a big wide back in him. When you step in behind him, I don't see him just to be as genuine and true in the shape that he gives you to his loin edge. I didn't see him to be just as genuine when you get in behind him in terms of skeletal width. Of the top three, he was the softest on his front feet there, and I just, one of those things that for me, I don't like it in terms of that. I'd like to see him flex and drive just with a shot more authority to work up higher with that top pair. Then I think it's a little challenging here in 4 and 5. Both hogs are deep-bodied, easy-doing kind of pigs. I like the young man to sit fourth. Simply, she's the one that's got more flex and reach off of her rear too. I read her to be just more true off of her front feet there in that regard. Young lady's bear is one that's bold and got plenty of dimension about him, but at the same time of this class, he's the chubbiest up front, wants to run downhill ever so slightly as well. A really good class to study. Let's put our hands together for these kids.
Class 4, heavy Durocs. First place, Riley Folks, Reeves County, 4H. Second place, Carlos Gomez, Pecos, FFA. Third place, Christian Folks, Pecos, FFA. Fourth place, Julian Vasquez, Balmorhea FFA. Fifth place, Adriana Rubio, Balmorhea FFA. We need all our number ones back, all of our class winners back. Felix Baca, Bryson Muniz, Catalea Granado, Riley Folks. Class 5, y'all need to start getting ready. Class 5, Light Hampshire. Kenneth Spartman, Brazos McKinney. Alana Salgado, Audrey Muniz, Kenneth Spartman. You start heading to the back gate.
I knew no matter what I said it was going to be wrong. It's A-D-R-Y. Adriana. I don't know what I said.
Your Duroc Breed Champion buckle sponsored by Trin Catherine Graham, medal signed by Folks & Sons Cattle. Reserve Duroc Breed Champion medal signed, sponsored by Gateco Air Conditioning and Heating.
So it's Adri? Adri.
We set our 4 class winners out here in a very high quality set of red hogs to sort through, and I thought this division was very, very good to start our show off with the 2 that are lighter weight here in front of me, the young man in the red. Got one bear that I think just needs more time on feet. The silhouettes there, the parts and pieces are there to work with. He's just not quite as long and extended as some of the others that are out here, and he's just not quite as far along in terms of show readiness today. I think you keep working with that one, young man. You're going to have fun with him down the road. The young man in a class 2 here's just one. I like the shape and dimension that she gives you. When she comes right at you, I'd like to picture ever so slightly and how she plants her front feet down to the surface there in that regard. But another one I think's got a great deal of future. The one out of the 3rd class is he's burly, he's stout, gives you a show bear look off the side. He's not as long fronted, he's not as tricked out as the one out of the last class. The one out of the last class is long and captivating off to the side. He doesn't have quite the turn to his cage. He doesn't have quite the shape and show readiness. That's the one out of the 3rd class. For me, more importantly, I don't see him just driving and flexing and pushing off of his rear too, quite as comfortable as the one out of the 3rd class. He's my champion.
Your Duroc Breed Champion is Catalea Granado, Reeves County 4-H. Aubriana Harrison, come in, Aubriana Harrison. Once again, Class 5, Live Hamsters, Kenneth Sparkman, Brazos McKinney.
We set that second place in, and another one that I like to build in the silhouette it gives you. He's a little more dry there in his cages. I talked in class, not quite as shapely in terms of just dimension and show readiness up high. I like the heavyweight to be reserved.
Reserve champion Duroc is Riley Folks, Reeves County 4-H. Live Hamps, Class 5, we need just back 8, Live Hamps. Kenneth Sparkman, Brazos McKinney. Adrian Ruiz, Kenneth Sparkman. Alana Salgado.
That's what I'm having problems with is the Ilana Salgado.
Class 6, you'll start heading that way. Class 6, start heading that way. Ella Ward, Riley Folks, Aubrey Salgado, Keith Lira, Gage McKinney, Adeline Barragon. We'd like to thank all the Reeves County Junior Livestock Committee members, Chairman Kendra Manahan, Vice Chair Amanda Keaton, Sales Chair and Secretary Emily McKinney, Treasurer Lori Botts, Member at Large Richard Crum, Cattle Superintendent Brad Golson with Assistant Ronald Botts, Land Superintendent Roy Manahan, Assistant Teresa Shackelford, Goat Superintendent Faye Lease with Assistant Jody McElroy, Hog Superintendent Chris Martinez, Assistant Sal Nichols. Also our lifelong members, Ben Stickles and Cookie Cannon. Class 5, you should be at the back gate. We're ready to bring in Class 5 at the back gate. Kenneth Sparkman, Brazos McKinney, Alina Salgado, Adrian Ruiz, Kenneth Sparkman. Class 6, you need to start heading that way. Ella Ward, Riley Folks, Aubrey Salgado, Keith Lira, Gage McKinney, Aiden Barragon. Class 5 coming in.
What?
as we get here in the first class of Hampshires. There's a top pair here that some discussion can be had. I think both of these hogs are pride apart. They're stout in terms of their feature. I think there's just some subtle differences we'll talk about in terms of how their skeleton's built. Man, you're good. You're good. I got you placed. We're going to start with the one over here on the far side. This is the stout skulled hog. It's the biggest footed. He stands on the more substance of bone. Most importantly for me, what stands out in this class, here's the dark-hided hog that's shaggy, that has all the cool things that we're talking about in the show ring right now. You get up on top of him. He's the one that's the freshest, the squarest, and the shape to his back. You get in behind him. He's wide and true when you see him off to the side. He's a deep-sided hog that looks appropriate in his balance and his proportions. I question this guy when I step in right behind him. He wants to get a little bit cow hot from behind, and I don't know if he's been injured or if there's something there going on. I need to see this guy flex just a shot better off of his rear too. I used him in terms of his look and design. He's longer and cleaner ahead of his blades, gives us a more show hog look than the young lady's hog here that's going to sit in second. This one is just as stout in terms of skull. He's the bold-bladed hog with the bolt there at his forearm. Got a fresh shape, turned to his loin edge. For me, he's a little too pale in terms of his skin. We need to get him in the sun, young lady, and get that pig darker. For me, off of the side, he's a little chubbier about his cheek and jowl. That's ultimately what sits him in second. The young man in the black shirt hog, whose hog just doesn't want to be a show pig today, has one that's tall-shouldered. He's long and extended ahead of his blades. I like the silhouette he gives you from the side. Of the top three, he's the frailest in his jaw. He's the frailest in his foot size and bone. I need to see him just be a stouter featured hog when you look at him in terms of heaviness of skeleton. Young man here's going to come next. Here's one that's bold-bladed and he's a deep-bodied, easy-feeding kind of bear. At the same time, I don't see as much genuine skill to width when I get in behind him. He needs to be trimmer about his cheek and jowl. As we round out the class, the young lady's got a bear here that is extremely square in the shape and turned to his loin edge. Of this class, he's the frailest in terms of his foot size and bone. Most importantly, he's too restricted out of his hip and hock. Need to see him drive and reach better off of his rear too. Really good class to study. My compliments to that top there. Put your hands together for these kids.
In your class 5, lot hand. First place, Reeves Zucchini, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Alana Salgado, Pecos FFA. Third place, Kenneth Sparkman, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, Kenneth Sparkman, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Adri Muniz, Pecos FFA. Class 6, you need to be at the back gate. Class 6 at the back gate, medium hamps. Ella Ward, Riley Folks, Aubrey Salgado, Keith Lira, Gage McKinney, Aiden Barbagon. Class 7, you need to be headed that way. Heavy hamps headed that way. Carlos Gomez, Rebecca Daniels, Jalen Lopez, Wyatt Villarreal, Amaya Salgado, and John Klein.
as we get into this next class. There's a top pair again that I think are very, very high quality show bears to study and sort the differences. I like the young man 071's bear to start. Another one that's extremely stout and proud apart about his soul and his eye socket comes at you wide in his chest. And I think it's a big, hairy, dense, shaggy-legged bear that's still flexible enough for me. And if I could change it, I'd like to see him push and drive with more reach back behind his tail head. He's a round-bodied hog that's square and got plenty of shape and dimension when you get up on top of him. He's longer and leveler out of his hip than the young lady in the striped shirt here with the bear that's going to be second. This one mirrors our class winner in terms of height to shoulder, extension ahead of his blades. He too's just as fresh and shaky. I like the turn that he's got to his cage. He's a little flatter about his front feet, a little shorter and quicker about his hip. And consequently, I didn't see him flexing and driving with quite as much authority off of his rear two as the one we start with, a very, very high-quality bear to sit in second. It gets a little challenging to put these next ones together, 3 through 6. I like the young man here in the white-colored shirt to come next. Here's another one that mirrors that top pair in terms of scale to build, height to shoulder, balance, and look off of the side. This gill looks just more like a traditional Hampshire compared to that top pair. She's frailer about her foot size. She's not quite as wide as you get in behind her. In that regard, just not quite the gas in the tank to play with those up in front. The other young man, 403, is going to be fourth. This one's more shapely, got more turn to its loin edge than the gilt that sits third. She's stouter about her skull. I leave her in fourth when I step in behind her of the top four. She's the narrowest and needs more gas to step in behind her. Just more scale to width, so to speak, when you get in behind her. She's the most closed up in her pins. I like the look and silhouette she gives you off of the side. She's more flexible and drives with more authority off of her rear two than the two that are going to round out the class. This one's going to come next. Here's one that's a deep-bodied, easy-feeding kind of bear that's still square and shapely. He might have more muscle mass when you get up on top of him compared to those that are sitting in third and fourth. That's when I get off of the side and watch him flex and go. He's too straight off of both ends of his skeleton. I don't see him to have quite the authority. When you set him in motion, he gets a little plainer from behind. The young lady right here that's going to round out the class is a deep-sided, easy-feeding kind of gilt. She too is just too straight off of both ends of her skeleton. She's the most closed up when you see her right at the surface off of both ends of her skeleton. Good class. Let's reward these kids with a round of applause.
Class 6, William Hampshire. First place, Dave McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Riley Folks, Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Aiden Barbagon, Reeves County 4-H. Fourth place, Keith Lila, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Aubrey Salgado, Reeves County Pecos FFA. Sixth place, Ella Ward, Balmorhea FFA. Class 7, at the back gate, Heavy Hand. Class 7, Carlos Gomez, Rebecca Daniels, Julian Lopez, Wyatt Villarreal, Amaya Salgado, John Klein. Class 8, you need to be headed that way, Heavy Hands. Class 8, headed to the back gate. Grady Townsend, Owen Villarreal, Adeline Acosta, Ramon. I'm going to give it a shot. Proven by his. And Remington Pagoda.
We round up his heavy Hampshires here, and a very, very good top pair. Again, as I said in the previous classes, there's definitely some differences amongst the pair. I've opted to use the young lady's half belted here as one that's super stout about his soul. He's bold at his forearm and blade. You get up on top of him, he's got the most spread dimension right over his back. He's a round-bodied hog that comes back extremely wide and square in his pin set. I'd like to fix him off of his rear too. He wants to knuckle up ever so slightly off of his rear pastern to get just a little bit straighter about his hog. I still deem him to be more than flexible enough for the amount of mass that he has out here. A show bear balanced build in proportion. Young man, you're going to sit in a close second for me today. Here's one that's just as fresh. I appreciate the skin and hair presentation. Good sharp turn to that loin edge. Deep-bodied hog that's got plenty of muscle. When I get off of the side of this one, he's a little bit longer in terms of the length of his body. Gets a little bit pressier right on the top side of his neck there. Just led him to be just a notch more piecey in his look off of the side. A very, very high-quality bear there, just sitting in second. Young lady in the pink's going to be third. Here's one that's tall-shouldered and stout about his skull. I love the symmetry he gives you in the front two-thirds of his body. For me, when we get off the side of this one, he's too straight in his shoulder. He's too restricted off of both ends of his skeleton. His look and design, his stoutness of features, what carries him in the top three of this class, just needs to drive with more authority and athleticism for me to work him any higher than third. Young man here in the black vest, 197 is going to be fourth. Here's a burly, stout, constructed one that's bold at his soul there. He's round body at the same time. He's just a notch more common in the look that he gives you ahead of his blades. Of the top four, he's the plainest and least descriptive, his genuine muscle shape, and that's why he's going to sit fourth for me today. The young lady 349 is going to come next. A sound athletic yoke that's out here just a little too frail about her foot size and a little too frail about her jaw. She's genuinely wide, she's sound, she's flexible, just needs to be a heavier structure to play with the ones that are up in front. Then the one that's rounding on our class, the young man on the far side's got one that's just in a hard class, buddy. Yeah, this is a good pig. And some of the other classes, you'll have been much higher than this. That's a wide-bodied, wide, stout hog that just simply put, he's a little plainer about his cheek and jaw, a little steeper out of his hip. I didn't see him to have a bunch of extras in terms of look and design and his show hog presence. Fundamentals are there in terms of wrist power and beatability. Just need to see him having a lot more ESTs in terms of the silhouette from the side, a little steeper out of his neck. Let's put our hands together for the kids in this class.
Class 7, heavy hands. First place, Jaden Lopez, Pecos, FFA. Second place, Carlos Gomez, Pecos, FFA. Third place, Rebecca Daniels, Reeves County 4-H. Fourth place, John Klein, Balmorhea FFA. Fifth place, Amaya Salgado, Pecos, FFA. Sixth place, Wyatt Villarreal, Reeves County 4-H. Coming in the gate, Class 8 is the heavy hands. Heavy hands coming in. Brady Townsend, Owen Villarreal, Adelanta Costa, Ramon Tudor Bayatas, and Remington Pagoda.
Roy, these are the ones to hold in.
What? Remington? The kid with cool vest. Oh, who's in the red vest? This way.
Get away from the other hip.
That's Owen? Okay. There's Roman.
This next class of hamsters, I think again, as I said previously, you can flip this top pair and have some discussion. I like the young lady's bear here to start. He's a stout gold hog. He's a big-footed, heavy structured bear. He's bold. When you get up on top of him, he's got plenty of spread. He's fresh. He drives with more flex and reach off of both ends of a skeleton compared to the hog that's going to be in second. If I could change him, I'd like to make him just a notch taller at the point of his shoulder, just to elevate him some off the front end of the skeleton to give him just a notch more balanced look. But his stoutness of feature coupled with his flexibility sorts him over the young man here who's going to be in second. This one's taller shouldered. He's long and extended ahead of his blades. If you flip that and want to say, hey, that's more trendy, I'm not going to argue with you one bit. I read him to be a little straighter about his shoulder, a little further about his foot size and bone. Just a little swivel action when you get in behind him. Yeah, but he's stout, he's neat, he's got plenty of bone and stoutness of feature, look, and design to sort over the young man here who's going to come next. This one's a deep-bodied, easy-feeding kind of hog who gives you just a meat and potatoes kind of look, so to speak. He's bold, he's stout, but when you step off the side of him and look for the show hog extras, he's a little bit further about his foot size and bone, a little more common and jammed up out of the front end of his skeleton there. I just need to see him heavier structured to work him any higher than third in this lineup. Young man in the red's going to come next, one that's a bold-bladed hog that's got plenty of stoutness and muscle at the same time of this class. He closes in at his knee. I need to see him have just a shot more drop to his flank there, a little straighter about his shoulder. The one that's rounding out the class is definitely bold and got a lot of muscle. He needs to have more of a softer, easier feeding kind of look, a little more relaxed in terms of the way he hinges out here. Very good class, folks. Let's award these kids with a round of applause.
In your Class 8 heavy hands, first place, Adelina Costa, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Remington Pagoda, Balmorhea FFA. Third place, Brady Townsend, Reeves County 4-H. Fourth place, Owen Villarreal, Reeves County 4-H. Fifth place, Roman Turbayortes, Balmorhea FFA. We need all the number ones back. Adelina Costa, Jalen Lopez, Gage McKinney, Brazos McKinney. Back in the ring. Our hand breed champion buckle sponsored by Payne & Associates, metal sign, Folks & Sons Cattle. Reserve hand breed champ metal sign by Gate Cute Style Boutique. Class 9, start here in the back gate. Class 9, back gate.
As we set these class winners in, the one out of the lightweight class, I think, has got a bright future in front. He's a tall-shouldered hog that gives you a neat silhouette. Big rear leg to him, plenty of shag. I appreciate the darkness and the skin and hair presentation. As I said in class, I'd like to see him flex and drive just with a shot more authority off of his rear too. But I think if that one holds together, he's going to have a bright future coming Houston, Austin. The one out of the second class is one that's just absolutely cool from the side in terms of the silhouette that he gives you. To be that stout skull, that heavy structured, and then still that neat looking off the side, very unique. He's round and robust in his cage. I'd like to see him to drive just with a shot more authority off of his rear too there and how he flexes and hinges. I deem him to be more than acceptable in class, but talking about him out here in the drive, that's where I'd like to fix him ever so slightly. The one out of the third class is bold and stout about his skull. He's a heavy structured hog. He's got plenty of shape and dimension. As I said in class, he too's just a little bit straighter in how he uses his rear joints there. I think he still drives and flexes appropriately there. If I could change him, that's where it would be. The one out of the last class is stout about his skull. He's square, he's fresh and shapely. Off the side of the group that's out here, he's probably the plainest. He's a little more jammed up out of the front end of the skeleton, wants to run downhill ever so slightly. So there's things to talk about and see and discuss between them all. I like this one the best.
Your champion ham hog belongs to Jalen Lopez, Pecos FFA. We need Carlos Gomez in. Carlos Gomez in.
We set that second place in that class, and he's wide, he's stout, he's got even more mass probably than the champion did. Off the side, he's a little bit longer, a rib longer than ideal for me. He gets a little bit crestier about his neck there in that regard. So there's some differences amongst them. I'll shake your hand now, young man, your reserve champion.
Your reserve champion, Hampshire, Gage McKinney, Reeves County, 4-H. Class 9, Light Yorks. Class 9, Light Yorks. You need to be at the back gate. Marcus Munoz Jr., Amaya Salgado, Ariana Fodge. Class 10, Heavy Yorks. You need to be headed that way. Addison Rose Muniz, Carissa Campos, Tony Xavier Payanes, Catalea Granado, you need to be headed that way. Class 9, you need to be at the back gates. Light Yorks at the back gates. Marcus Muniz Jr., Amaya Salgado, Ariana Fodge. I'd like to continue to thank our committee members. Hugh and Gail Fox, Butcher Marshall Grimshaw, Brett and Maria Jaco, Paul and Janelle Ward, Paul Ward, Peter and Carly Harrison, Chantel Hutchins, Elvira Martinez, Justin Evans, Louis and Lucy Lara, Elder Hinojos, Cannon Cook, Liz Cook, Cecil Lee, Christian Mignon, Syra Nichols, Tammy Ward, and Brittany Keaton.
What breed are we on now? We are on Yorks.
Hey, Roy, you want to keep these in here? There's only 2 classes.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I show.
Okay.
Class 9, we need to come in. Light Yorks, Marcus Muniz Jr., Amaya Salgado, Ariana Fodge. Class 10, you need to be headed that way. Heavy Yorks, headed that way. Madison Rose Muniz, Carissa Campos, Tony Payanes, Catalea Granado, you need to be headed that way.
Just 3. Yeah, just 3.
Here in the short trick class, you could go every which way on the way you want to rank them, and I could justify it. However, I like the young lady's bear here to start. He's bold-bladed. He's a deep-sided hog that's round and robust in his tape. Of the trio that's out here, he's got the most spread up high. He's square when you get in behind him. He's the one that I'm the most comfortable using of the group that's out here. I think it gets challenging for me in my head to rank these next 2. I like this one here to come next, the bear. He's boulder-bladed. He stands on more substance of bone. He's genuinely got more width. I'd like to clean him up in his skin and hair presentation a great deal there. there, but he needs to flex just a shot better off his rear tube to rival the one that we start with. Now, the young lady that's running out this class, I appreciate the skin and hair presentation. First off, young lady, that one's pretty. She's wide there. In that regard, of the group that's out here, she's too straight off of both ends of her skeleton. I need to see her drive and flex with more reach and authority off of both ends. A high quality one that's well presented, just not quite athletic enough out here for me today. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
In your class 9 light Yorks, first place, Ariana Fodge, Balmorhea FFA. Second place, Marcus Munoz Jr., Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Amaya Salgado, Pecos FFA. Class 10 coming in, Madison Rose Munoz, Carissa Campos, Tony Xavier Payanis, Catalina Granado. Class 11, you only start headed that way. Class 11, light Chesters, you need to head that way.
One more time.
What are you doing, Mr. Canucci?
What are you doing? How you doing?
Oh, running around like a crazy man.
This next class of Yorks lines up quick, fast, and in a hurry for me. The young lady in the blue's got the one. That's the stout one that looks like a show hog. There's not much else I can tell you in that regard compared to the other three that's out here. He needs to win fairly quickly. This one here needs to come just as fast to be second for me. That girl's plenty shapely. She's got a lot of muscle back built in her. Still a neat hog off the side. She's not coordinated off of her rear too to play with the one that we start with. I need to see her just a shot more relaxed in her muscle pattern and drive with more authority out here to rival the barrel we start with, but a very high quality gilt decision too. Young man here's going to be 3. Here's one that's sound and functional, just looks like a Yorkshire gilt should in terms of flexibility, a deep-sided hog compared to the 2 up in front. She's more closed up when she comes at you. She's frailer about her foot size and bone. Not quite as fresh in terms of dimension right over the backside of her skeleton there. She's still fresh in her skin and hair presentation, and her joints are more athletic than the one that we round out the class with. This one is stout and got a lot of muscle. When I step in behind this one, she's simply too bow-legged and too coarse at her joints to work any higher than 4th in this lineup. A lot of muscle, a lot of power there. This needs to be more coordinated. Folks, if you will, let's reward these kids with a round of applause.
In your Class 10 Heavy Yorks, first place, Catalina Granado, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Carissa Campos, Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Tony Xavier Pianes, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, Madison Rose Munoz, Reeves County 4-H.
We set these 4 Yorkshires back out in the ring, and the young lady's lightweight is one that's just sound and functional. He's a round-bodied hog. As we study him compared to the heavyweights, he's not quite as trim and slick about the front end of the skeleton. He's not as square and shapy when you get right over his loin. The one that was second in that class, again, I'd like to clean him up just a shot on skin and hair presentation there in that regard. The 2 out of the heavyweight class, the one that wins the class is stout, burly, he's athletic, he looks like a show hog. The one that was second in that class has got plenty of muscle. Still a neat looking gilt there that just needs to flex just a little shot better. I'm going to keep those 2 together. The 2 heavyweights are going to be champion in reserve.
The champion York belongs to Catalina Granado, Reeves County 4-H. Reserve Grand Champion Carissa Campos, Reeves County 4-H. Class 11, when you get the back gate, light Chesters at the back gate. Ziana Silva, Ramonda Lindo, Simon Martinez, Carlos Gomez. Class 11, light Chesters at the back gate. Ziana Silva, Ramonda Lindo, Simon Martinez, Carlos Gomez. Class 12, you need to be headed that way. Adriana Harrison, Ryan Kington, Paul Ward. You need to be headed that way.
That last, the heavy Yorks, I have the ribbons.
Oh, heavy Yorks, they have your ribbons here at the desk. Heavy Yorks, when you're ready, they have your ribbons here at the desk.
Oh.
Your York Breed Champion buckle was sponsored by WT Ranch and Banner Armstrong. Medal signed by Folks & Sons Cattle Company. Reserve York Breed Champion sign, sponsored by Gay Cute Style Boutique. Once again, we'd like to recognize our junior livestock committee members, Ryan Keaton, Grace Evans, Brian Evans, Bridget Evans, Aaron Tarongo, Tyler Tarongo, Brady Townsend, Rebecca Daniels, Ariel Elliott, Wesley Elliott, Adriana Harrison, Adeline Harrison, Adelina Costa, Cutter Folks, Mackenzie Crum, Zachary Crum, McKenna Crum, Andrew Martinez, Peyton Kington, Haley Galindo, Abby Moffat, and Carlos Gomez.
You're off.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay. I'll wait on you.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, class 11. Yeah.
I'll wait on you. Yeah.
Class 11, Light Chester's coming in.
There is a lot.
As we get here in the first class of testers, there's one that's just a neat silhouette from the side, a well-balanced hog and comes of build and proportion. He's got a big, square, fresh, shapely back. I'd like to pitch him and just let him relax ever so slightly in his shoulder, but I think that's kind of what goes along with him when you make him this neat looking from the side. Congratulations to the young man right here. He's got our class winner. I think there's just as fast to follow up with the young man's gilt here, 339. It's going to be second. This one mirrors our class winner just in terms of bulk and density. And that's a bull-bladed hog that's deep and round in her cage. She's got plenty of spread. She sits second for me. She wants to run downhill ever so slightly. I'd like to elevate her on her front feet some. In that regard, just give her a little neater look from the side. I flip these two hogs back and forth. I'm going to leave the young man over here in third. Here's a bull-bladed, deep-sided hog that's got plenty of spread and dimension. When you get at, see him coming off at either end of the skeleton, he wants to close in his knee, he wants to close out his hump so there, but he's still sounder and more athletic than the bear that's going to round out the class. The bear that runs out the class is one that gives you a neat look. He's tall-shouldered, he's long and captivating from the profile. He's got an injury or something going on here. I need to see him drive and have more comfort out here to work any higher in this drive. Really good class. Let's put our hands up for these four kids.
Class 11, Light Chester. First place, Carlos Gomez, Pecos, FFA. Second place, Roman Galindo, Reeves County, 4-H. Third place, Simon Martinez, Reeves County, 4-H. Fourth place, Zayana Silva, Pecos, FFA. Class 12 coming in, Heavy Chester coming in, Adriana Harrison, Ryan Keaton, Paul Ward coming in. Class 13, Light Burks, you need to be heading to the back gate. Light Burks, head to the back gate.
Jaden Sanchez, Brian Cruz, Alina Salgado, headed to the back gate.
Going.
As we look at this trio of chesters, I think the two bears here need to come to the top of the pair here. There's some differences amongst the two. I've opted to use the young lady over here in the black sweater to start. I think he's a bold-bladed hog. He's wide in his chest. He's big and square and shapely in his back. He's got more turn to that loin edge. And you get in behind him, he's got plenty of pomp and flair to his stifle. For me, I questioned him initially. He's a little softer about his front feet, not quite as flexible off of his rear too in that regard. The young lady that's going to sit second, he's got one that's just as stout in terms of his blade, his center body. He's a denser haired hog. He's got more shag. He's stouter about his foot size and bone, and I appreciate all those things about him. For me, he wants to run downhill ever so slightly. I didn't see him being quite as neat looking off of the side. Young lady, you got to drive that thing much faster, and it makes it much harder for me to work there in that regard. The young man's guilt that's quick it back to the pin. She's athletic out here. She's just simply too narrow to play with the Bears. Let's put our hands together for these kids.
Class 12 heavy chesters. First place, Adriana Harrison, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Ryan Keaton, Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Paul Ward, Balmorhea FFA.
Come on. Make them walk faster, Ryan. You got it. Come on. Quick.
We set these first and seconds out. The young man's lightweights, when I talk, being a little silky about his shoulder in class. I think he still fits in the mix in the group that's out here. When we studied him on this draft, maybe just a little cheek here, there, and about his cheek and jab, like to trim him up ever so slightly. But I think he's a balanced hog in terms of proportions, build. He's leveler out of his hip and cranked higher at the base of his tail compared to the heavyweight in that regard. The heavyweight's got more mass just in terms of being a bigger weight hog that's out here. The second place lightweight is one that I talked about having shape and mass. He wants to run downhill ever so slightly. The second place heavyweight's a dense, hairy sucker that he too wants to run downhill. Just a notch, a little bit plainer about his head and his neck there in that regard. With that said, there's some differences. I like the lightweight to be champion, the heavyweight to be reserved.
Your champion Chester Hog belongs to Carlos Gomez, Pecos FFA. Reserve champion Chester Hog belongs to Aubriana Harrison, Reeves County 4-H. The Chester Breed champion buckle, sponsored by Wildcat Weed Control. Medal signed by Folks and Sons Cattle. Reserve Chester Breed champion medal sign, sponsored by Dave Keeves Style Boutique. Class 13, Light Birch, you should be at the back gate. Class 13, Light Birch, you should be at the back gate. J.D. Sanchez, Brian Cruz, Alina Salgado, sorry about that. Class 14, Heavy Birch, you need to be headed that way. Joseph Apodaca, Tristan Folks, Delilah Vasquez, Carissa Campos, headed that way. Light Birch, you should be there. Class 13 Light Birch should be there. Once again, we'd like to thank our judge for coming in for the last couple of days, Jacob Lane from Perrin, Texas. He said to tell all of the students watching on Facebook Live they better be doing their homework because he's watching them.
They don't go to school on Fridays.
He said they don't go to school on Fridays, but do extra homework anyway.
I did tell my school born kids how to watch.
Busy at all? I'm so sorry. They're supposed to be the back. You're supposed to be on the I'm so sorry. I told him to call. 6 and 8. No food back there.
I know. These numbers, I guess, were supposed to be the back numbers, but
A little challenging to put the trio of birches here together. I like the young lady's bear. I think he's the soundest and the squarest on his feet and legs. And I'd like to trim him in his cheek and jowl. That's a Berkshire characteristic. When she gets him cocked off to the side, he gives you a neat look. He's flexible, he's sound, he's the squarest on his feet and legs, and the one I'm most comfortable using. Young man in the vest is going to be second. This one's stouter, he's got more muscle, he's cranking way high up on his protein. He's really round there, and that's ultimately what makes him sit second for me. He's too rounded, his muscle pattern. I need to see him softer and relaxed and drive with a more athletic stride out here. Young man that's going to round out the trio. I think this one's a big-footed, heavy structured hog. Need to clean him up on his skin and hair. Got a little extra color there on his legs. When I step in behind another trio, he's the narrowest at the surface. That's why I'm going to rank him third. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
In Class 13, Lot Burks, first place, Alina Salgado, Pecos FFA. Second place, Brian Cruz, Pecos FFA. Third place, Jaden Sanchez, Pecos FFA. Class 14 coming in, Heavy Burks, Joseph Daca, Tristan Folks, Delilah Vasquez, Carissa Campos. Class 15, you need to be headed that way, lot spot, headed that way. Class 15, headed that way.
Here in the heavyweight bird class, the young lady in the blue is Jill's going to win. I think this one's the one that's the balance off of the side. She uses the balance in terms of muscle, features, and all the things we talk about. I'd like to make it just a notch wider when you step in behind her. She's the one I'm the most comfortable using. The young lady on the far side, Barrett's going to sit second. He's big-footed, he's stout-boned, he's stouter about his skull. He just needs to collect himself more out here on the side. He wants to run downhill, roaching his top ever so slightly. In that regard, I like the other one to flip and go with the young lady in the blue and then the young lady here in the black. Young man's going to be third. Here's a dense, stout, middle one that's just round and robust in his cage. He's got plenty of spread and dimension. When you get up on top of him off the side, he's too chubby in his cheek and jowl. He's the plainest of the top three in terms of his shape. When you get right up on top of him, he's sound and he's athletic. Just needs to chisel down for me. The young man that's going to round out the class has got one that's long and extended ahead of his blade. For me of this group, he's the plainest and least descriptive in his muscle shape and pattern. Consequently, we're going to rank him fourth. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
In Class 14, Heavy Burks, first place, Delilah Vasquez, Balmorhea FFA. Second place, Carissa Campos, Reeves County, 4-H. Third place, Tristan Folks, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, Joseph Apodaca. I don't know.
You said that right.
Yeah, but Zeke. 4-H FFA. Balmorhea FFA.
Then say it on the key. Yeah, I'll yell at him again.
Class 15 lot spots. You should be at the back gate. Class 15 lot spots. Sarah Anchondo, Levi Muniz, S.I. Salgado, Eliza Coronado, Sarah Anchondo.
We set the four bursters back out. Young lady's lightweight is sound. He's athletic. He's square. When we get him cranked off, he gives us a neat style showbearer look. He's not quite as far along in terms of shape, and I'm okay with that being a lighter weight bearer for this stage of the game. Young lady's heavyweight gilt is one that is just as neat in terms of design and silhouette. For me, when you step in behind her, she wants to narrow up and plane up ever so slightly. This second place lightweight's one that's really stout. He's got a lot of muscle, probably the heaviest muscle hog we've seen thus far. He's wide. He just needs to be longer and more relaxed in his muscle pattern to allow him to drive and flex with more authority. The second place heavyweight stout, he just needs to be more collected off of the side. With that said, the lightweights are champion, heavyweights reserve.
The champion Burton Hall belongs to Luna Salgado, Pecos FFA. Second place, Delilah Vasquez, Balmorhea FFA is the reserve champion.
It's Dahlia.
Oh, did I say that? What did I say?
It's Dahlia.
What did I say?
Delilah.
Oh, Dahlia, sorry. I was reading it fast. Class 15 light spot. You should be at the back gate. Class 15 light spot at the back gate. Your Bird Breed Champion buckle is sponsored by Butcher Marshall Renshaw. Mail signed by Folks & Son Cattle Company. Reserve Bird Breed Champion mail signed by Golden Door Realty. Class 15, be at the back gate. Sarah Anchondo, Levi Muniz, Asai Salgado, Isla Coronado, Eliza Coronado, Sarah Anchondo. Class 16, heavy spots, you need to be headed that way. Kaylee Campos, McKinley Martinez, Catalea Granado, Noah Pondo, Alexis Mata. Class 15 coming in.
No.
As we get in the first class of spots, the young lady's deal by tag too quick. I like the silhouette, the design, the build, the function that she has to her rear joints. She's fresh and shapely. I appreciate the dark skin and hair presentation that she's got. She's athletic and she's taller shouldered and longer fronted than the young lady's pair here who's going to sit in it too. This one's super stout about his skull and his bold at his blade. He's got more spread up high than the hog I start with. Off the side he sits second. He's more jammed up and chubbier about his cheek and his jowl in that regard. The young man on the far side, 069, is going to sit third. Happy birthday, buddy, on that too. That gets square. She's functional at the top three. She's the frailest in her foot size and bone. When she comes right at me, she wants to get a little out of her elbow and a little pigeon-toed up front. I like the body and the power that she's got. Just need to square her up and stouten her up in her feature. Young man over here in the middle is going to come next. This one's probably one of the burliest ones that we've got of the drive. Off the side, he sits fourth. He's too chubby about his cheek and jowl. Need to see more lower jaw in that one in that regard, and that one moves up much faster. The one rounding out the plastic gilt is a deep-bodied, easy-beaten kind of hog, just a little narrow when you get in behind, plain and less descriptive and muscle pattern. Let's reward these kids with a round of applause.
In the class 15 light spot, first place, Saran Chondo, Pecos FFA. Second place, Saran Chondo, Pecos FFA. Third place, Eliza Coronado, Balmorhea FFA. Fourth place, Asai Salgado, Pecos FFA. And fifth place, the birthday boy, Levi Muniz. Happy birthday, Levi. Class 15, that was class 15. Class 16, heavy spots coming in. Kaylee Campos, McKinney Martinez, Pelea Granado, Noah Pondo, Alexis Mata. Class 17, you need to be head that way. Class 17 light OPDs, Ariana Harrison, Valeria Villegas, Jalen Lopez, Zayden Jimenez. Need to be head that way.
I don't show a sponsor.
You have it. This is not right. The little boy Levi Muniz got third.
I saw the little boy got fifth. Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
The correction on that last one. Third place is the birthday boy Levi Muniz. Fourth place, Asai Salgado. Fifth place, Eliza Coronado.
Next class here in the spot division, young lady in the blue vest is going to win. One that you like, the balance, the functionality, the extras that it brings to the table. She's got more slope and angulation to her rear joints than the bear that's going to land in second. That's going to be the young lady here in the brown vest is going to be second. This one's bold at his blade. He's got more spread up high than the hog we start with. He's a little straighter off with his rear too. It doesn't drive with quite the athleticism of the gilt that we start with, but two very high quality hogs to tie to. It gets a little more challenging for me to put 3, 4, and 5 together. 051 here is going to be third, simply put from the side. Here's the better built hog who's taller shouldered, who's longer, more extended about his neck. He's still round about his body. He's going to be third today. He's stepping behind. He's an arrow in his skeleton. He wants to get a little cow hog from behind there in that regard, not the extra mass that we have in the top pair. Young man's gilt's going to come next. She's sound. She's deep bodied. Just not quite the shape and the dimension when you get right up on top of her or behind her to play with the ones up in front. The big bear is going to round out the class. He's big-footed. He's heavy structured off the side. He's the most jammed up front. Gets a little press here right on the top of his pole. When you step in behind him for that size, I need to see him come with more punch and shape and dimension to work any higher. Good class. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
Class 16, heavy spot, first place, Catalea Granado, Reeves County 4H. Second place, Haley Campos, Reeves County 4H. Third place, McKinley Martinez, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, Noah Pondo, Balmorhea FFA. Fifth place, Alexis Mata, Balmorhea FFA. Class 17, straight to back gate. Light OPDs at the back gate.
We set this score back out. The lightweight gilt is one that allows love from the side, and the silhouette she gives you. She's one that gives you plenty of extras in terms of stoutness of feature. She's really fresh in her skin and hair presentation. As I said in class, like this here, have just a shot more slope and angulation from her hop down to her rear toe there, and just drive and push further back behind her tail. The heavyweight gilt is one that's athletic. She's wide, she's stout, maybe not quite as slick and cool on top of her pole as the lightweight gilt is. Maybe for her size, not quite as stout in terms of her bone and feature there. I think those are two high quality hogs. I'm not going to talk the seconds. The heavyweight champion, lightweight reserve.
Your champion spot belongs to Catalea Granado, Reeves County 4H. The reserve champion spot, Cyron Chondo, Pecos FFA.
Is that the dark OPBs? Is that what we're saying? Hey, is that supposed to be the dark OPBs?
No, we have light.
No, what? But the sponsorship,
Light OPB.
No, but right here I don't have a. There's a light OPB next.
Light OPBs. Class 17, light OPBs coming in. Aubriana Harrison. Valeria Villegas, Jalen Lopez, Zayden Jimenez.
What's the question, Chuck?
On our buckle sponsors, there's no light spot.
Light spot?
No.
That's what we just did. Light spot.
You wanted to know?
Yeah, who's the buckle sponsor? Now I don't see a dark OPB in here, but I see a dark OPB here. I'm just trying to make sure whoever's sponsored got there.
Yeah.
The only thing we have left.
Larry, who's sponsored that sign and buckle? Oh, she's already gone. She's already gone. Not that one. Gabe Co did the reserve.
Okay, yeah, so that's our dark. So Linda did the.
Your light spot breed champion buckle, Linda Golson, meta signed by Folks and Sons Cattle. Reserve breed champion signed by Gabe Co Air Conditioning Heating. 17 coming in, 18 will be head of back gate, 18 head of back gate, light crossbreed, headed to the back gate. Class 18 is Balmorhea FFA, Isai Salgado, Omar Salgado Jr., Jalen Lopez, and Salon Chondo. Headed to the back gate, 11.
Yeah, it just didn't say, like, this says spot.
Because we didn't. We're always changing what these classes are not.
I'm doing the best I can.
As we get in the OPD division, the young man's landrace bear is going to win quick for me. He's one that's really attractive off the side, really tight apart in his chest. He's sound, he's flexible, he's functional. I think for that breed, that's a short back one that's athletic out here. And where it's so hard to make these landrace hogs unique is in how they set their rear hock in relation to the rest of the skeleton. That guy drives truly north and south. That's a very high quality one, young man. Take care of him as you progress down the road. The Hereford hogs get a little challenging to put together. I like the young lady's guilt here to sit next. She's the one that, when we talk about design and functionality, that one's a tall-shouldered hog that's balanced. She's short back there. She still reached true and set further back at her blade. She has more slope and angulation to her rear joints. She's not the biggest bone to the remaining trio. She's not the heaviest muscle to the remaining trio, but she's sound, she's athletic, she has enough of those things. The young lady here in the leopard vest is going to sit third. This is the burly one of the remaining groups. He's the boldest at his blade. He's the stoutest and has the most EST. He's simply too straight and upright in his blade. He's too flat on his front feet. He's too chubby in his cheek and gel for me. Plenty of power, just need to trim him up. So the one that's got round out our class is one that's just a meat and potatoes hog. He's deep bodied. He's got some muscle to him. Just needs to be more collected in a show bear look. Let's put our hands together for the kids in this class.
Your champion light OPD is Zayden Jimenez, Reeves County, 4H. Second place, Adriana Harrison, Reeves County, 4H. Third place, Valeria Villegas, Pecos, FFA. Fourth place, Jalen Lopez, Pecos, FFA. Oh, do I have a number?
She's the little girl, isn't she? No, he said that. Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I just said.
Class 18 light crossbreed markets need to be coming that need to be at the back gate. Class 18 light breed markets. Your light OPB champion buckle brought to you by Tropical Snow, medal signed by Folks and Sons Cattle. Your reserve champion OPB medal signed by Golden Door Realty. Light crossbreed hogs at the back gate. Omar Ibarra, Sai Salgado, Omar Salgado Jr. That's it. Remember. Jalen Lopez and Siron Chondo, Memory Hog.
I got pee.
Class 19, medium light crossbred, be headed to the back gate. Class 19, medium light crossbred. Brazos McKinney, Tony Payanes, Carlos Gomez, Lindy McKinney, McKinley Martinez, be headed to the back gate.
This guy is telling me to do it. I'm complaining because you go to Pecos and not parent. Because I would have fun every day.
Hey, I'll send you your phone number. Back. I said, I'll send you. Remember your bag. This time we're going back.
As we start here in the light cross class, this class is probably closest for me to put together so far of any class that we've had at the show. And I think finally there's one that I found in tight to just get me out a little better show hog attitude out here and work with the girl just a shot better. But when you step off of the side of the young lady here in the leopard prince hog, that's one that's extremely captivating from the side. He's wide, he's stout, he's bold, he's fresh. He drives and uses his hind leg appropriate. I guess he's a little bit chubbier there in his cheek and jowl, and I'd like to trim him down some again. Not sure where we're heading with that one, if it's Angelo Sin and Tone in that division, but I think that one's a very, very good hog. Just wish he had a little better attitude. And I think after that it gets a little different tier to sort. I've landed on the black spotted hog here to come second. One that's just wide and stout. He's got a big shape, a big wide loin, and a big wide hip. He's not as shapely. He's a little too chubby even compared to the hog we start with. He's a little flatter about his front feet out here. In that regard, just not quite as chiseled down even as the one that we start with. His athleticism is what sorts it over the hog that's going to come next. Young man here, 407, is going to be third. I like this one's silhouette from the side. He's tall, shouldered. He's attractive off the profile. His balance and build is appropriate. Of the top three, he's the frailest about his jaw. He's the frailest about his feet, feet and bone. He's a little flatter about his cake. For me, I picked on him a little too hard initially, thinking he didn't hinge and use his hind leg quite appropriate. The longer the drive goes, the more he stays the same. I think that's a neat one that just needs more time to come together. The young lady here in the striped shirt is going to be next. This one's deep bodied. He's got a lot of muscle. When you look at him from the side, he's too plain about the front end of his skeleton. When you step in behind him, he's too narrow. Just needs to broaden out as he progresses with more time on feet. The young man that's running out of class is that one with the big toad hog that sets the surface appropriate. He's sound and he's functional. Just a little more common in how he's made from the side. When you get behind him of this class, he needs to be more busted open with more power. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
Class 18, light crossbred market hog. First place, Siron Chondo, Pecos FFA. Second place, Omar Salgado Jr., Pecos FFA. Third place, Omero Ibarra. Who's he with? Omero, who are you with? Fourth place, Jalen Lopez, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Asai Salgado, Pecos FFA. Class 19, medium light crossbred, you need to be at the back gate. Ready to come in, Brandon McKinney, Tony Payanes, Carlos Gomez, Lindy McKinney, McKinley Martinez. Class 20, you need to be headed to the back gate. Class 20, heavy light crossbred, Kristen Barone. Aaron Martinez, Keith Lira, Riley Folks.
Pronounce this one. Gaib. Okay.
The R is a D.
Okay.
This next class of light crosses, this top trio is good. They're really, really good. Very high quality set to sort through. My compliments to the people here and the kids that are working on this trio. This one's fun to study and analyze. I like the young lady in the pink bow to start. Here's a big-footed, heavy structured gilt that's captivating from the profile. A dense hair coat on that one. When you get up on top of her, she's fresh with plenty of spread. She's the most appropriate of the top three, and the slope and angulation to the use of her rear joints and how she drives and flexes the most true within the most north and south direction. And she hinges and pushes the most appropriately. She's the one I'm most comfortable tying to. Young man here is going to be second. He's tall-shouldered, he's long and extended ahead of his blade. He's got a big square shape to his back. Compared to the gill we start with, he's too straight from his hog down to the ground. I don't see him driving and pushing back with as much comfort and reach back behind his tailhead compared to the gill we start there. For me, I like the athleticism of the gill. That one's neat and attractive. He's got a bright future in front of him. Take another away from you, young man. I love the skin and hair presentation on this blue bear. It's very, very captivating. He's a bold-bladed hog with a big, fresh back, a round, robust cage. When I step off this side, he's a little more jammed up compared to that top pair, a little pressier about his pole. More importantly, when I step in behind, I need to have him more reeled in and more collected in how his right hop sets back into his skeleton. Stout, powerful hog, just not quite as comfortable out here on the dry. Young lady's going to come next. Simply put, hers looks more like a show hog in terms of height of shoulder, extension ahead of the blades. Both of these two hogs that round out the class just need to have more width and power to play with the trio up in front. I like the softness aside here, the easy feeding look that this gill gives us. Again, just needs more power. Let's reward these kids with a round of applause. My compliments to that top three.
All right, Class 19, medium light crossbred hog. First place, Lindy McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Brazos McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Carlos Gomez, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, McKinley Martinez, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Tony Xavier Payanes, Pecos FFA. Class 20, heavy lights coming in. Class 20, heavy lights coming in. Christian Moran, Yair Martinez, Keith Lila, Riley Folks. Class 21, you need to start headed that way. Class 21, light dark crossbreds coming headed that way. Isabella Gerardo. Alina Salgado, Paul Ward, Brazos McKinney, Lindy McKinney, Cash Laughlin.
Yeah, this shows to be current.
This next class, the young lady's calico belted hog is going to be the one that I start with. I think he's the one that's the most appropriate in the build that he gives you off of the side. He's the one that's still athletic out here. I know he needs to be cleaned up in his skin and hair, and I'd like to freshen his legs up. And I certainly wouldn't argue with somebody pointing that out. He's wide, he's stout, he's the one that's the most athletic, he's the most true, and just the market fundamentals of power and then leanness as well. The black spotted one's going to be second. Here's a dense bodied one that's soft-sided and productive. He's wide in his chest. Off the side, he's too bunched up in his front shoulder. I need to relax him in his blade and lengthen him ahead of his blades there. And we can make that one have just a shot more discussion. The blue one on the next side of him is longer and more extended ahead of her blade. She gives you just a more attractive look. But when you step in behind this one, she's flatter about her cage. She's narrower in her pins. We just can't have enough power there to work that one any higher. The one that's round out her class is a deep-bodied, heavy-structured hog. This needs to look more like a show bear in terms of height of shoulder and being more collected in their top line. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
So we got 4, 2, 3, 1.
All right, Class 20, heavy light crossbred. First place, Riley Folks, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Keith Leader, Pecos FFA. Nope. Wrong. Yair Martinez, Balmorhea FFA. Third place, Keith Leader, Pecos FFA. Right?
Is it 4, 2, 3, 1?
All right, fourth place, Christian Malone, Balmorhea FFA. All first places back in. First places back in. First and seconds back in. Cyron Chondo, Omar Salgado Jr., Lindy McKinney, Brazos McKinney, Riley Folks, and Yair Martinez.
As we get this drive put back together, the young lady's lightweight is one that won that class just from a balance standpoint. Bold there, he looked like a showbearer. As we study him with what Delce is out here now in the drive, a little bit cheekier, a little softer about his front feet there. But nevertheless, I think that one's got a very, very bright future. The second place in that class is one that's just a little bit chubbier about his cheek and his jowl and texture right on the top of his pole. But a soft, easy doing kind of hog. Out of the middleweight class, the gilt there was stout, powerful. She's fundamental there in that regard. I'd like to clean her up, make her just a notch more white in terms of the hair that she has there. If I was being very, very picky, but I like that one. She's used to a rear joint. She's sound and functional. The better that second was tall, shouldered, attractive off the side. Didn't get him quite as comfortable as the gilt that we started. I still think he's more than acceptable there in that regard. The heavyweight's one that gives you a neat look. We need to clean him up in his skin and hair. There to work him up higher in this division. The second place in that class, just a meat and potatoes hog that needs to have more look ahead of his blade. With that said, young ladies, middleweight's our champion. The second place is reserved.
Champion light crossbred hog, shown by Lindy McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Reserve champion light bred hog, shown by Brazos McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Light crossbred champion buckle, sponsored by Thunder Horse Automation. Medal signed by Golden Door Realty. Reserve light crossbred medal signed, also sponsored by Golden Door Realty. Class 21, you should be at the back gate. Class 21 at the back gate, light dark crossbred. Isabella Gerardo, Alina Salgado, Paul Ward, Brazos McKinney, Lindy McKinney, Cash Laughlin. Class 22, medium dark crossbred. Tyler Tarongo, Tristan Folks, Bryson Muniz, Zayden Silva, Valeria Diegas, and Cutter Folks. You need to be headed that way. Don't forget tomorrow, 10 a.m., showroom teardown. Also at 10 a.m., Herdsman Interviews. 5:30 to 6:30 is the Buyer Club check-in and cocktail hour. 6:30, sale room opens to exhibitors and the public. 7 p.m. starts the sale. I'd like to thank Balmorhea FFA for having the concession stand open during the show, and they will also have it open during the sale. Once again, thanks to our judge, Jacob Lynn from Perrin, Texas. Long way to travel.
Yes, sir.
Headed home tonight?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Good luck.
Be good.
Class 21 light dark crossbred. Isabella Gerardo, Elena Salgado, Paul Ward, Brazos McKinney, Lindy McKinney, Cash Laughlin coming in the gate. Class 22 medium dark crossbred. Tyler Toronto, Kristen Foltz. Bryson Muniz, Zayden Silva, Valerina Villegas, Cutter Foltz. Need to be hit in the back gate.
Oh yeah, I see. See, a little buddy there.
As we work in these dark crosses, I think this cob trio, there's definitely some discussion to be had amongst them. I've opted to use one I think is the squarest on his feet and legs. I think he's the most flexible of the group that's out here. He's not the stoutest or has the ESTs. He's the one that I think is balanced around his build and his proportions. I like those 64 solid black hog to start. The one that I think just is appropriate in terms of his flex and use to his rear joints. off of the side. He's still one that has some height to shoulder and some look about him. He's not the biggest back of this group. He doesn't have the most shape and dimension. I think he reads with enough, and he's sound and the flexibility that he gives us in a neat, attractive package. The young lady here is going to be second. Here's a big-footed, heavy-structured hog. He's got a big, wide, fresh back in it. He's got a really, really dense, big rear leg. Off the side, I need to see this guy picked up more in his shoulder, make him look more like a show hog up front. He's a little funky in how he hinges out of his hip and his hind leg. For me, and I think that's probably what's most concerning about him. He never really just picks up and drives back behind his tail head. Wants to get a little panther-legged in how he shoves his legs up underneath his cage there. Need to see him push back and grab more ground to work him higher. Young man 198 on the far side is going to come next. This one's really fresh in his skin and hair. I appreciate those things about him. A really, really square ditch over that loin edge. He's tall-shouldered. For me, I love the front 2/3 of this bear a great deal. He gets a little shorter about his hip. He doesn't flex and hinge quite appropriately enough to work higher today. He wants to swivel and twist ever so slightly. He too wants to stick him back up underneath himself and never really push back and grab back behind his tail head. His just genuine width and power sorts him over the spotted hog that's going to come next. This young lady's bear is deep-sided. He's got some look about him. At the same time of the top four, he's the frailest in his foot size. When you step back behind him, he's the narrowest and most closed up. I just need to see him come with more width and power to work up any higher. 199 is going to come next over here. The young man saw Black Gilt. She's sound and functional. She just doesn't have any of the extras in terms of foot size, bone, and of this group, she's the flattest about her side there. Then we're going to round out with the belted gilt here. One that's just a lean, raw hog that just needs more time on feet. We appreciate the leanness that it brings to the table. Needs to soften up and flush enough to work hard. Let's give these kids a round of applause as they head back.
In Class 21 Light Dark Crossbred Market Hog, first place Cash Laughlin, Balmorhea FFA. Second place Linda McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Third place Brazos McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Fourth place Alina Salgado, Pecos FFA. Fifth place Paul Ward, Balmorhea FFA. Sixth place Isabella Gerardo, Balmorhea FFA. Class 22 Medium Dark Crossbred, coming in the ring. Tyler Toronto, Kristen Folks, Bryson Muniz, Zayden Silva, Alia Villegas, Tyler Folks. Class 23, you need to be headed that way. Class 23, head into the back gate, heavy dark crossbred. Cash Laughlin, Brady Townsend, Brazos McKinney, Malachi Ponce.
There it is. It's awake.
Okay.
Is that over there or what?
The TV in the back.
In the very back?
It's on that TV in the back.
sit there. Nobody said what are you doing, dear? What are you doing?
As we get here into this next class of dark crosses, there's a mixed bag here to sort and work with, and the one I'm most comfortable with is the young man right here in front of me with the glasses, 357. I tell you, this one just doesn't have the wow factor in terms of build or any ESTs, but I think when you break this hog down for what he is, he's one that's balanced, he's short back, he's square, he's got plenty of shape and dimension, his head and neck high enough into the top of his shoulder, he drives and reach square and true off of both ends of his skeleton. He's got enough heaviness of structure about him, just kind of the one that can come to the forefront to be the most complete for me. Young man here in the black shirt's going to be next. Here's one that's tall shouldered. He's really captivating off the side. When he come up the back gate and he comes at you really wide, big square coat, I drew to that one really fast. When we step off of the side of this one, he's a nickel greener in terms of the texture to his center body. When you get up on top of him, he's still just a little bit green. I'm not sure where we're managing this one to. What Mason said second, but most importantly for me, I don't like how he drives and he pushes his hind legs way up underneath himself there. I need to see him relax more, and his rear passes and push back, further back behind his tailhead. I think that one does have some unique pieces about him. For me, the young man here, Belted Hog, is going to come third. One that's just kind of a balanced hog in terms of his build. He's square. He's got plenty of spread up high. Of the top three, I read this one to be the frailest about the bottom of his jaw, the frailest in his foot size and bone. He was a little frailer and a little flatter about his front feet once the bow ever so slightly from back behind. And then we got a little challenging to put together in 4, 5, and 6. And you can clip these any which way you want. Young lady 053 comes next for me. He's the one that's got the most spread of the remaining groups. He's round and soft in his center body. He cranks her head up down near his tall shoulder and has some look. When I step in behind at the top in there, he's the narrowest there and planes down the base of her hand into the surface. The young man here is black, phenomenal black hog comes next. Another one that's soft and productive. He's of this group. He's the frailest in his foot size. He's the flattest there about his tape. Just need to see him stouten up. The young man that's going to round out our class here on this side here is the one that's going to round out the class. So make sure we got them right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy here is 5. This guy's going to be 6. This one I like a lot of things about just in terms of raw back shape, some power. Young man, when I talked earlier today, I said if you drive them in circles around my feet, I'm going to get very frustrated and annoyed. When I saw your hog's bow-legged there, I gave you 6th place in that regard. We've got to keep him driving further off there. He's got some things about him I can justify this. He's got a little extra turn over his hog. Need to see him strapping and square up from behind. Let's give these kids a big round of applause.
Class 22 medium dark crossbred. First place, Bryson Reeves, Reeves County 4H. Second place, Cutter Folks, Reeves County 4H. Third place, Kristen Folks, Pecos FFA. Fourth place, Balmorhea Villegas, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Tyler Tarongo, Pecos FFA. Sixth place, Zayden Silva, Pecos FFA. Class 23, heavy dart, need to be coming in. Class 23, heavy dart coming in. Cash Laughlin. Brady Townsend, Bradis McKinney, Malachi Ponce. Class 24, heavy darts. Reed headed to the back gate. Heavy darts headed to the back gate. Ryan Keaton, Lindy McKinney, McKinley Martinez, Rebecca Daniels, Vanessa Barone. They need to be headed to the back gate.
I knew I loved you.
Hey, this one we're gonna have to watch.
Huh? She's still singing? Oh. Oh. There's this one, then one more, and then after that is the champion. We'll start doing champion drops. So probably an hour.
We need one more.
Three, 4, 5. That's it. That's it. Yeah, we got this one, one more. Nope.
Pretty easy for me to put this class together. 198 here, Young Men's Belted Guild, is one that drives up the alley wide and tied apart in her chest. You step off the side of her, she's tall-shouldered, she's attractive. She's got a big stout rear leg that flexes and drives more north and south. She's not as soft there and as textured as the young man here in the striped shirt sparrow. That's going to be in second. This is one here is a little softer in the center body. He does have more just genuine spread when you get up on top of him, but when I step off the side of him, I didn't read him to be quite as just true in terms of trimness there in his cheek and gel. More importantly, when that one drives right at me, I need to reset him in his knee and bust him more apart right in the base of his chest. But two very high quality hogs to lead this class off with. For me, this the challenge is 3, 4, and 5. Young lady's going to come next with one that's a deep-sided, soft, productive hog that stands on more substance of bone, and he has more shape than the other two hogs that are out here. The black-headed hog comes next, another one that's deep and productive. He's shorter and rounder about his hip. He's too frail in his foot size and bone. The belted hog that's going to round out our class here is a deep-sided, productive, easy-feeding kind of hog that just needs to have more show of hog look about him, off the side, more shape and dimension when you study him in terms of muscle shape and raw meat animal evaluation. Let's give these kids a round of applause.
Class 23, heavy dark crossbred hogs. First place, Bradis McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Brady Townsend, Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Cash Laughlin, Balmorhea FFA. Fourth place, Cash Laughlin, Balmorhea FFA. Fifth place, Malachi Ponce, Balmorhea FFA. Class 24 coming in. Class 24, heavy dark crossbred. Ryan Keaton, Lindy McKinney, McKinley Martinez, Rebecca Daniels, Vanessa Barone, headed in. Oop. Cash lights hanging out.
Wait, girls. Wait.
We're going to be bringing hogs in.
24, she should be at the back gate. Heavy darts. Coming in. Here we go.
Latch it. Shut that gate and latch it. Did you hear that?
As we've been hearing the heavy cross class, the young lady here, whose hog certainly seems to be athletic out here, is the one that we're going to start with. From the side, she's just gives you a neat, attractive silhouette. You get up on top of her, she's fresh and square. I like to see that one have just a shot more outward curvature to her rib there. In that regard, she's a square stone on her feet and legs. She gives you the most neat, attractive look. Her balance and proportions is what leads her to the forefront of this class. The young lady in the pink sweater is going to come second. That's a wild looking barrel in terms of how that head and neck got high to the top of his shoulder. He's neat from the side. When he drives right at me, he's more closed up in his chest. He's the flattest on the strong feet for me. In that regard, he sits second. The young lady in the blue sweater, 177, is going to come next. Here's a dense, burly, stout barrel. We maybe got him a nickel two full here today, and there's evidence of him in the ring there. I'll step off the side of him. He's a little crestier about his neck, a little more common about the front end of his skeleton there. Not quite the look and design of the pair that we have up in front. The young lady here driving right at me is going to be fourth. Another one that's just a sound, functional hog that just needs to be more prod apart, come with more skeletal width and power to work up any higher in this class. The young lady's hog rounding out the class is one that you got to appreciate the shape and the market value that he gives you. Just needs to be more collected in the show bear look. Let's reward these kids with a round of applause.
Class 24, heavy dark crossfed.
First place, Lindy McKinney, Reeves County 4-H. Second place, Rebecca Daniels, Reeves County 4-H. Third place, Ryan Keaton, Reeves County 4-H. Fourth place, McKinley Martinez, Pecos FFA. Fifth place, Vanessa Barone, Balmorhea FFA. We need only first in. Only first, Lindy McKinney, Brazos McKinney, Bryson Reeves, Cash Laughlin. Cash, Bryson, Brazos, Lindy. Your dark crossbred chant buckle, sponsored by Thunder Horse Automation, metal signed by Golden Door Realty. Come on. Metal signed by Folks and Sons Cattle Company. The reserve metal signed by Big Cube Style Boutique. We need all of our breed champions headed to the back gate. All breed champions headed to the back gate. Reserves, be ready. Reserves, be ready.
We look at these four class winning dark crosses. Young man saw Black Bear has won that class just from a balance standpoint. He's a big-footed, heavy-structured hog who's functional in his build. As we study him out here, I know he's a little lighter weight, and today's not his end point. I'd like to have him just a shot more sharp in his muscle shape over his loin edge and square him up some in that regard. He's sound, he's functional. I think he's got a bright future come March or wherever his end point is. Going out of the second class is one that's deep-sided and productive. He too won that class. Just simply put, he was the one that was the soundest and the one that just balanced up. He's too soft out here for me. I need to see him cleaned up in his cheek and jowl and just give him just a shot more punch and show hog look with the others that are out here. Young man's out of the third class. That gilt was just really freaky, running from the side. Just cool looking, and I love how that head and neck tie high to her shoulder. She comes at you wide and square. As I said in class, she's a little bit drier there in the texture to her center body. She's still got enough outward curve and spring to her rib there. I just like to see her soften up ever so slightly. The young lady's heavyweight hog is one that is neat and attractive. She's wide and stout when she comes at you. For me, if we get her calm and collected back out here in the drive, she's a little flatter about her cage compared to some of the others that are out here. And I think just needs more time still to soften up and look the part there. So there's some differences in trade-offs. Young man's out of the third class is our champion.
Crossbred champion belongs to Brazos McKinney.
We set that second place back out here, and I love the look and silhouette he gives you from the side. A short-backed hog that's still tall-shouldered and attractive. It's this view that he comes right at me that concerns me. He's more closed up in his chest and funnels back down to the base of his knee. I think just with some more time and push on that one, we can pry him apart there, sharpen him up. His better days are yet to come. I think, again, there's some differences and trade-offs amongst the group that's out here. I like the young lady's heavyweight to be reserved.
Reserve champion dark black cross hog, shown by Lindy McKinney, Reeves County, 4-H. All breed champions, you should be at the back gate. Reserves, y'all should be ready. Breed champions, Duroc is Calais Granado, Camp, Jalen Lopez, Light York, Calais Granado, Light Chester, Carlos Gomez,
Light Burt, Alina Salgado. Light Spot, Catalea Granado.
Hey, we just need to reach champion.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Huh? That's the breed champions.
Light OPD, Zayden Jimenez. Light Cross, Lindy McKinney. Dark Cross, Brazzy McKinney.
I'm getting tired. My ring guy don't open the gate when I need a pig. I don't know. I know you don't know. So I'm going to tell you to open the gate.
I'm not a big person.
There's no doubt about that.
I can be
You were yesterday.
if I don't get lazy.
Grand Champion Hog Buckle, sponsored by the Ben Stickles family. Mr. Stickles is one of the lifelong members of the Reeves County Junior Livestock Show Committee. Medal sign, sponsored by Melissa Flores. The Reserve Champion Hog Buckle, sponsored by Mary Toronto, in memory the Mary Toronto family, in memory of Gaston Toronto. Medal signed by Melissa Flores. Once again, thanks to all the parents and the committee members. Thanks to the following: Reeves County Extension Agent Mickey Harris, FFA Advisor Laura Flora, Joe Titus, Cameron Templeton, Balmorhea FFA Advisor Sarah Young.
That was before my time. Started doing that way out.
Well, if they did it before your time, you
You
should
just weren't listening.
You know it. You know it.
I said it with the committee members.
Yep. Put on some showmanship clinics, some band,
I said Hugh and Gail.
DMF on animals, all around gal.
You should try bringing me back to the ground.
Bubba,
He is.
that gate's not locked.
This other one, this one.
This has been a great stock show week in Reeves County. It takes community support our agriculture youth. And this is one of the most impactful ways to do that. We invite you to join us at the Reeves County Junior Livestock Show Sale and stand behind the hardworking exhibitors who have poured months of effort into their projects. Come show your support, cheer them on, and be a part of something special. If you have already committed and been in touch with one of our amazing committee members, thank you very much. If you have not and would like to, please scan the QR code to pre-register in your programs or arrive to the sale early to register in person. When you commit, the amount of money you pledge is your bidding. Here comes our champions. Here comes our breed champions. We've already got in the ring, Brazzy McKinney. We've got Lindy McKinney coming. Zayden Jimenez, Sanofi. Catalea Granado. Alina Salgado. Carlos Gomez. Catalea Salgado. Jalen Lopez. And Catalea Granado.
6, 7, 8. How many hogs you got? 2, 3, 6. Looks like you got one too many. Wait. Let me count again. Let's see, we got Brazilian or dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. Should be 9 out there. 2, 5, 9. You got 9. Yeah, no doubt. That's it.
As we get these great champions back in here, and I know maybe there's some county shows that are bigger in terms of numbers, but I think we need to commend these kids and the parents, teachers, people in the back helping them, because it's a very, very high quality show. It's an accomplishment to get here to the Grand Drive. We need to reward these kids with a big round of applause. As we set them all back in here, I took one more look around there, and I truly still don't have my mind made up. I'm going to take one more final look, and we'll get you a champion in reserve. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my ring help today and from last night as well, and our announcer, the guys that are working here in the alley, and the people in the back. We need to put our hands together and give them a round of applause for their appreciation, or our appreciation for them as well. Again, good show, good quality. We're going to get you a champion reserve. My compliments to the crew. I wish you the best with your hogs in terms of health, the safe travels as you progress down the road to the majors. With those of you that are going, good show. We'll get you a champion reserve.
Your 2026 Grand Champion Market Hog belongs to Lindy McKinney, Reeves County 4-H.
I'm not sure we need it. I'm not sure you can need it.
The 2026 Reserve Champion Market Hog belongs to Catalea Granado. Reeves County 4-H.
You want senior showman first?
Senior Hog Showman, you need to be headed to the back gate. Senior Hog Showman. I think my tongue's getting tired. Or my brain. It may be my brain. Maybe. Yeah. My brain is just Senior Hog Showman. Head to the back gate. Intermediate Hog Showman should be right behind them. Then Junior Hog Showman. Senior Hog is 9th through 12th grade. Senior Hog, 9th through 12th grade. The Senior Hog Showman also comes with the Harvey Moore Award. Harvey Moore was a hog superintendent for many years. Harvey was all about working for the kids. Even in his later years, Harvey would show up at the hog show to perform his duties with his oxygen bottle in tow. This award was started in 2002 by an exhibitor who passed through Harvey's show arena and had been influenced by Harvey's ways. After reaching adulthood, this individual felt that Harvey's selfless contribution to the kids of Reeves County should be remembered. Once again, the Harvey Moore Award goes out to the Senior Hog Showman. And those Senior Hog Showmen should be headed, if not at, the back gate right now. The Senior Hog Showman bucket. Let's go back. I already mentioned this, but let's do this one again. The Grand Champion Hog Buckle is sponsored by the Ben Stickles family. Ben Stickles is a lifelong member of the Reeves County Junior Livestock Committee. Medal signed by Marissa Flores. Reserve Champion Hog Buckle sponsored by the Mary Toronto family in memory of Gaston Toronto. Medal signed by Marissa Flores. Once again, we'd like to thank all of our committee members, and to include our lifelong members, Ben Stickles and Cookie Cannon, all county extension agents and FFA advisors, all of our junior committee members. Don't forget, tear down, 10 a.m. in the morning, Herdsman Interviews, also 10 a.m. in the morning. Buyers Club check-in, Buyers Club, for those who have, well, Buyers Club check-in and cocktail hours from 5:30 to 6:30. 6:30, the sale room opens up to exhibitors and the public. The sale starts at 7 o'clock. Speaking of buyers, when you commit, the amount of money you pledge is your spending money going straight to the exhibitor. For example, if you choose the Heritage Donor level, you're committing to that $10,000, and it will go as credit to your account. Every lot you purchase will deduct from that $10,000. If you do not use the entire $10,000, leftover credit will be placed in a pool and be used to purchase other lots or as an add-on. If you go over the $10,000, that is fine too. You will be billed for the total amount of your purchases. If you don't plan on attending in person, that money goes in the pool for your bidders to purchase lots for you. It all goes straight back to the kids. We are so thankful for your support of these kids and their projects. We absolutely could not do it without people like you. Are you ready for seniors?
We're ready.
Senior showmen, come in. If there's 10 senior showmen, all senior showmen, that's last call. They're coming in right now. After that is intermediate. Senior showmen, 9th through 12th grade. Senior showman buckle sponsored by the Pecos Cook family. Medal sign sponsored by Marissa Flores. Leather and cowhide pendant sponsored by Marissa Flores. Once again, all these showmen qualify for the round ribbon after the round robin showmanship after the hog show. During the round robin showmanship, qualifiers will show a lamb, a goat, and a hog that they will draw in the lottery just prior to entering the show ring. The qualifying exhibitors will be challenged to showcase their best showmanship skills while showing a variety of species that is unfamiliar to them. It's always a great class to watch and cheer on. Round robin showmanship champions will get the ultimate bragging rights and cowhide travel bag. Senior travel bag is donated by Bighorn Fire Protection. Is that it? One more. That's not in the alley. Okay. Last one coming in. Got one trying to leave. Last one. Intermediate showman, you need to be at the back gate. Intermediate showman in the back gate. That is 6th through 8th grade. Juniors, be falling in behind them. 3rd through 5th grade.
If not, we'll page you. Page.
I'm not going all that way. I'm just going right here. Baby. If you need a water, we'll get you one.
I got you, Gail. Thank you.
As we get here in the showmanship, some of the things that I'm looking back to is what we looked like coming into the ring earlier today, and then as we get in here, there's a lot of hogs in a tight space, and who can find the opportunity to find the open hole, and some of the ones that I had pinned back, I found the open hole there, and that's one of the key things. Young man, I want to talk about you here in the glasses. You do a good job, but why do you switch your stick in your hand back and forth? It's distracting to me. That's what I noticed. That's why you don't catch a pin right here. Drive it back and forth without having to switch your hand there. And that's something I want you to work on. You do a nice job. Young man here, you do a good job too. At the end, when I'm coming to grab you, you drove right back into the bunch of hogs that got jammed up there. So focus. I know it's hard when there's a lot and you can't anticipate what everyone else is going to do in that regard. It's a little challenging to work out here and that type of thing. Folks, it's a hard heat. Let's give these kids a big round of applause as they head back.
figure I might. Change sides. Change sides. We didn't change sides.
River.
He's been a good judge. Do you want a water? You want a water?
Let's give our finalists here in the senior showmanship a big round of applause. I can't tell you the last time I did showmanship, especially in a big show, and had all guys out here, it was very, very unique. That's a compliment to you young men, because typically the girls beat the boys. I don't know why it just happens that way. We set the boards out here, and you guys can just chill. There's no need to work your hogs up anymore. Just relax. I got my mom made up. Okay? So we set the boards up here to simulate being at a big show where you have to go around people's chairs, their coolers, they're junk in the way. They might have left their feet down. You don't know what you got going, or where you're headed in terms of who's going to be in front of you, that side of things. So we do that. Then you got somebody, your dad, mom, aunt, teacher, person that's helping you, adult leader, telling you, hey, do this, go this way, go that way. So I try to put you in that same pressure that you're going to have there to watch and see what happens. I think all five of you did a very, very good job. I challenge you ringside, if you're sitting there critiquing them, you come get a stick and try, because it's not easy. Certainly not in that regard. Nobody executed anything perfect all day today. Just as I said earlier in the other species yesterday, none of us did it perfect. I can do it just as good as several of y'all as well. So I commend you on your efforts there. So some things to talk about. As we come out of the gate, I don't care if you close your gate or not. They don't make you do that at the show. They don't make you do that at the big shows. Who cares if you close your gate or not? That's old school mindset. I don't believe in that. Well, I want you to drive and go back and forth, and I'm going to look at both sides of your pig, but I'm watching to see who's anticipating, if you aren't the first one, to know which way I'm going back and forth, and to see who stays calm, cool, and collected on that side of things. The pigs, and then get a little worked up, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. We saw that earlier today in the show ring. Some of the pigs just wanted to act up, and it just wasn't our day. Put in more work at home on that side of things. I know you might have said, now I work with my pig every day. Weather change. Cold front came in last night. It might have swung it and changed the perspective of the hog and how it acted today. My compliments to all of you. When I close down the ring right here and stand in this corner, I'm making the ring this small. You got to show your pig right here. Nobody nailed that. Okay, keep your pig right in front of me the whole time, showing a small area. When we come back out, and I work you on both sides of the ring, just trying to see who stays cool, collected, not over whipping their pig. I'll be the first to tell you, if you're sitting ringside, I don't like the girl hop that they do at the big shows. I can't stand it, and I swore up and down that I would not use somebody that does that. But my senior showman puts a little bump in their step, and it drives me bonkers, but he did the best job today. Congratulations.
Your 2026 Senior Hog Showman is Carlos Gomez. Pecos FFA. Intermediates, you should be at the back door. Intermediates, you should be at the back door. That is 6th through 8th grade. 6th through 8th grade. Intermediate buckles sponsored by Bank of Texas, medal signed by Joe and Darcy Hayes. Leather cowhide pennant sponsored by Marissa Flores. They will also be qualified for the round robin showmanship. Cowhide for the round robin and the intermediate is sponsored by Rival Energy. Junior Hogs. Junior Hog Showman, you should be right behind them. Junior Hogs is 3rd through 5th grade. Intermediate should be at the back door right now.
Okay. So lost and found items of the week. I have a wallet that they can tell me what was in it. It was found during pin setup on Monday. And then last night a kid jacket was turned in from the bleachers.
Okay, lost and found. So far we have a wallet that was found
On Monday during pin setup.
on Monday during pin setup. If you will see Amanda and tell her what's in it besides cash, there's no cash in it now. She will, you can come claim it. Also, last night there was a kid's jacket in the stands. If your kid lost a jacket, which kids tend to do, come claim it. It may have cash in it too.
Joke's on you, there was nothing in the wallet.
No?
Let me open it. You got it? You don't want them?
I want them in a minute.
You'll open them in a minute? Okay.
She gave these to me.
All day long.
I can. Got it, buddy? They're pretty delicious.
You like them? They're good, huh?
You want to pour them out right here and you just pick them up? You want to dig them out of the box? Is that it?
That is it. That is it for the intermediates. Juniors, you should be behind them. Juniors, you need to be at the back gate. Juniors is 3rd through 5th grade.
Ryan.
She's easy. She's working hard.
I know she's working hard.
She's showing her how.
You mean the big?
Hmm?
You mean the big?
Yeah. Pig, hog, swine.
What are you doing? Are you taking Justin's up? Or are you just eating his candy?
Even Sandy's candy.
Oh man. What is going on?
As we get here in the intermediate showmanship, let's give all the kids a round of applause for coming back and their efforts out here today. For you kids that are left here in the ring, if you didn't catch a pin, traditionally you're right here in the middle, right where the holding or the chute is going back here on that side of things. Some of you maybe just didn't grab a gear and drive the hog out. And I'll tell you the other side of things, guys. And one of the biggest things I teach my kids in showmanship is it's a war, it's a battle. The same thing the rest of life is. We don't forget while we're raising these animals is to teach you life lessons. What I mean by that is, yes, these people are your friends. Yes, we've got to work together and get along here. But at the end of the day, don't give up the free spot. What I mean by that is, while ago I watched one of you stop, your pig was way over here and you waited to let somebody cross in front of you and then got to your pig. Don't do that. Stay up in front of them, stay driving with them, stay on them on that side of things. Don't give somebody else the right of way. You have just as much right to use this show ring as they do. Drive through them, stay through there, to stay hooked the whole time. Young lady here, if your pig bumps into me right before I grab the microphone, that's not a good thing. You're too close, okay? So stay just a little further back there. You do a good job. I nearly was going to grab you at the end, and you got caught up in the pack as well. Young lady on the far side there, remember I told you earlier, you got to go faster there on that side of things. Right here, you did a good job earlier, too often times in the drive. Now you got her head picked up. It was a little down-headed when I went to go look and check on you on that side of things. Again, my compliments to you kids. I just have to narrow down the ring to work on some over here. Let's give them one more round of applause as they head back.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, what have you done to him?
Wasn't me. She's the one who gave him the candy. Gave him all the confidence.
All the confidence. Perfect.
Confidence candy.
He's going to be flipping out purple tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Totally worth it, huh? You on down? You're good. Huh? You're good? Okay.
Nothing. What did you just do?
You picked on me.
Picture of him.
No way. Jose.
Let's give our intermediate showmanship finalists a round of applause. I told you I don't like doing showmanship because I'm picking the kid and not the animal, but it does get fun when I can put them under stressful situations. If they heard or watched what I did in the senior showmanship side of things, I try to switch it up some just to see what happens. And it's really cool to watch their faces and see what they do and how they respond. And that's one of the reasons I love getting in the ring, just to watch kids and work with the kids. Kids, if you came out here, how many of you have a brush? Everybody has a brush? How many of you used your brush while you were out here? Okay, if you didn't use your brush and threw savings on your pig, you probably got yourself knocked out of contention there if you didn't see me do that. So, again, you're going to the ring, somebody else has spit poops on you. Mr. Evans over here propped up on the board. He might have pushed the board up against your pig and got poop on it from the last class here on that side of things. So, you never know what's going to happen. When we come back out of the gates again, I want to see every view, guys. So, when I'm standing right here and you're coming out of the gates, I want to see the chest. I want to see the side view, and I want to see the rear view without ever having to move my feet. Again, nobody executed that perfectly, and that's okay. That's my opinion, what I like, because I'm getting older and fatter and lazier. Okay, so I understand those sides of things, and I definitely don't wear boots every day after being a 2-day show, so I like to be able to see them all on that side of things. When we come back out here, and I followed you, particularly you two right here, I never switched sides. How intimidating was that? Because you kept thinking it was coming, right? I never did. And then staring a hole through both of y'all, it was really intimidating back to me on that side of things. So I'm proud of you kids for not backing down, for staying here and staying calm, cool, and collected. I'm unfortunately can only pick one, and I think the one that sorted themselves out has continuously stayed out of the pack from the time they hit the ring till the time they got through. Congratulations.
Your 2026 Intermediate Hog Showman Champion, Aubriana Harrison. Junior Showman, you should be at the back gate. Junior Showman at the back gate. Juniors are 3rd through 5th grade. Along with the junior showmanship comes the Charlie Moore Trophy. And remember, Charlie Moore, Charlie's father, Harvey, was a hog superintendent for many years. And Charlie was always one of his dependable arena stewards. Charlie looked forward to the excitement of each year's show. Following his father's passing, Charlie served as co-hog superintendent. Charlie passed in December of 2004. A month before the show he so dearly loved. Buckle, sponsored by Jack Cannon Family Cookie, has the distinction of being a lifelong member of the Reeves County Junior Livestock Show. Metal sign sponsored by Marissa Flores Realtor. Leather cowhide pendant sponsored by Dimitri Garcia Family. Along with that, each showman qualifies for the round robin showmanship. The sponsor for that in the junior showmanship, the cowhide travel bag, is Marissa Flores. Once again, we'd like to thank our hog superintendent, Chris Martinez, and assistant superintendent, Sal Nichols. We'd like to thank Pecos Barstow Toilet School District for sponsoring the show ring. Reeves County Judge Leo Hahn and wife Minnie for sponsoring the new turf. We'd like to thank the Civic Center staff for all the work they've done, and the Balmorhea FFA for running the concession stand. Anyone else? No? Who's coming in right now? All right.
When you get bigger? You think so?
Because I think I'm going to do a cow.
Oh my goodness, a cow.
Those are so big.
Bonji, coming back.
I know. And walks through.
Is that it?
Yes.
Close that gate and watch it. Close the gate and watch it.
Whip it up. You go back.
Turn around so you can see better. You good right there? Okay. Awful loud, huh?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello.
Listen, if you chose cattle, we wouldn't even have to have a round.
Okay, buddy. Your shoes. Oh, okay.
Let's give our junior showmanship exhibitors a round of applause. You might be sitting inside thinking, why didn't he pull some back out? For me, my experience when you have younger kids, the more pigs that's in there, the harder it is to navigate, especially as we try to prepare for bigger shows and major shows. So I left them in here to work the ones that I like out here to navigate more traffic. I felt like that's a little bit more challenging as we get into the younger showmen. Okay, so some of the biggest things that I want to talk to you kids in the ring, guys, I can just feel right after your pigs start fighting, because again, I want to help educate you all to help get better. The biggest thing that several of you need to do is just keep your pig moving, but look at me. A lot of times I look up and I'm looking at you, and you're either between me and you might be looking at me, or between me and your pig, or if you're on the right side, you're down and you're driving right into a group of hogs there. So we want to keep them driving, maintain some eye contact with the judge, but then more importantly, try to drive out of the group there. As we get down to it, I've narrowed it down to about 3 of them. Young lady right here in the pink, at times your stick got real wide and you cracked back on. Wow. Wow. You know you did that? You did? I did too. There's a little bit nervous there on that side of things, and then so that's one of the things that I would challenge you to work and get just a little bit better. Then you two that made my job extremely challenging, coincidentally both with Xerox there. As you navigate the ring, I worked with both of you there just to try to work and see back and forth. And as I said yesterday, I'm not going to leave the ring without a decision that I can make and I can justify between the two of you. I think there's times that both of you can work to improve to navigate the ring, to not be right in the main group. When I stepped off the side back, well, actually, let me start over there. When I cut the ring in half, you stayed over here and showed more consistently than you did. Okay, when I stepped back over here to this side of the ring, young lady in the blue vest stayed more in front of me, kept in front of the group there, where the young lady in the red was a little further off and getting blocked by some of the hogs there. So there's some differences and some trade-offs amongst the two of you. I think you both do a great job. I'd be very proud to be your ag teacher. Unfortunately, I can only pick one of you. I'm going to side with the one that when I had a big group and I backed off, kept their pig in front of me more than the other one. Young lady in the blues are kicking.
Your 2026 Junior Hog Showman, Catalea Bernardo. Round robins, all showmen. All showman champion. Junior, intermediate, and seniors. Prepare for the round robin. All showmen champions, junior, intermediate, seniors. These champions will be shown against each other for the title of Grand Champion Showman.
Peyton won't be here. I didn't know if they told you.
There will be a set of pigs, goats, and lambs waiting for them to show to the judge in the order the judge decides. No personal animals will be used. Numbers will be drawn to see which animal you show. No steers will be in the round robin, but the steer showman winners will show pigs, goats, and lambs for a chance to win. The round robin showman champion showdown will happen tonight, right now. Not tonight, right now. The champions will receive the Cowhide Travel Bag trophies. Senior bag sponsored by Bighorn Fire Safety. Intermediate bag sponsored by Rival Energy, and junior bag sponsored by Marissa Flores. There are 12 leather and cowhide qualifier banners. 9 sponsored by Marissa Flores. The other qualifier banners sponsored by Neat Car Wash and Detailing, which is a small business owned and operated by one of our exhibitors this weekend. The Dimitri Garcia family and Rockin' Horse Jerky.
That's why I never stop. I never stop so I can be like this.
We're going to be missing.